So it was the day of the Women's March. And I was so excited about the Women's March. I even had my own chant ready. No walls, no borders, no human being is illegal. I was so excited that I had forgotten to ask for the day off at work. I was scheduled to work from 5 in the morning to 10, and then 2 more people were going to come to work the second shift from 10 to 3. No problem, I told myself. I'm going to go to work and then leave early. But around 8 o'clock in the morning, my supervisor called me to let me know that both employees from the second shift were trying to call off. No way, I told myself. I have seniority. If anybody's going to leave, it's me. But then I remember that both employees from the second shift were female, and they both probably wanted to go to the Women's March. So I realized that the best way for me to support the Women's March was to let them go to the Women's March and for me to stay working. So I checked my male privilege, and I told my supervisor that I was going to stay at work. Around 10 o'clock in the morning, my wife called me to remind me that we had plans to have brunch with her family. I was so excited about the march that I had forgotten all about brunch with her family. Oh, I'm sorry, honey, I say, trying to sound disappointed. But I'm going to get stuck here at work. I won't be able to make it. Oh, that's okay, my wife said. My mom went to the Women's March. She took some pictures. She put it on Instagram. So we are going to have dinner instead of brunch. I hung up the phone. I'm like, her mother went to the Women's March. I'm stuck here at work. So I immediately checked the Instagram page of my mother-in-law, and I saw the picture. So I liked it, and I commented, F Trump. As you do. And then I went back to work. Now, I couldn't get out of work until 5 p.m. in the afternoon. By the time I got home, my wife was already gone. But she had left a note saying that she had just left and that her and her family were waiting for me at a nearby restaurant. I didn't want to go to have lunch with her family. It's not that I don't like her family or that her family is not nice. In fact, her family is too nice. I'm a Latino, a person of color. Every time my family gets together, there's some drama. Somebody got pregnant, somebody lost the job, somebody gets into a fight. My wife, she's white. Her family never has any problems. Her parents got divorced a long time ago, but they still get together to celebrate special occasions. You won't see divorced parents of color doing something like that. But I promised myself that day that I would try not to cause any trouble, because every time her family has a little bit of trouble, it's because I caused it by saying something too political. So I promised myself not to cause any drama or problem, and I headed to the restaurant. But when I get there, I can sense that something happened. I know drama, and some drama already took place. And the best thing is that I didn't cause it. How are you, my dear? My mother-in-law says as I approach the table. Hey, did you see my comment on your picture? I asked her. We went to the Women's March to support women's rights, she tells me, and to protest against the president. The Women's March had nothing to do with the president. Besides, me and my friends put politics aside. We just wanted to celebrate women. I look around the table and I cannot believe what I just heard. I sit next to my wife and she tells me, we think that our mother supports the president. Now, up to this point, I thought that nobody close to me supported him. And I know that I promised myself that I was not going to cause any trouble or any drama, but I'm a person of color. I don't have the privilege to put politics aside. My life is a political act. I don't have the privilege to be quiet. When the president is comparing immigrants to a poisonous snake, especially immigrants that came to this country the way that I did, undocumented. And I'm getting all riled up and I'm getting so upset, so I get up from the table and I ask my mother-in-law, did you vote for Trump? And everybody's like, ooh, drama. Of course not, dear, she tells me. Maybe my friends did, and that's why we put politics aside. I have 3 daughters, and I know your story. Dear, she adds, I am on your side. So I sit next to my wife, and she asks me, are you okay? And I am. I am okay because, to be honest with you, when you ask somebody who's close to you if they are on your side and they say that they are, it feels good. But you know what's even better? When we know that you're on our side and we don't even have to ask you. No walls, no borders, no human being is illegal.